There's this dude, right? He duct taped himself to a wall for 24 hours. Crazy, I know. But here's the thing. It wasn't about the tape, it was about pushing boundaries, about proving something to himself. That's what we're talking about here. We all hit these walls, these plateaus in life. We get comfortable, complacent. This challenge, these 30 days, it's about duct taping yourself to a different kind of wall. It's about breaking free from the routine, from the noise, and facing yourself.
Look, I get it. Being alone, it's uncomfortable. It's like stepping into a void where the usual distractions and noise of life suddenly vanish. For many, the idea of solitude can be daunting, even frightening. We live in a world that's constantly connected, where every moment is filled with notifications, messages, and the hum of social interactions. The silence of being alone can feel deafening. We're social creatures, right? We crave connection. From the moment we're born, we're surrounded by people. Family, friends, colleagues, they all form the fabric of our lives. We share our joys, our sorrows, our dreams with them. It's in our nature to seek out companionship, to find comfort in the presence of others. But sometimes in the midst of all this social interaction, we lose touch with ourselves. But here's the thing, solitude, true solitude, it's not about being lonely. It's about finding peace within yourself. It's about embracing the quiet moments and using them to reflect, to grow, to understand who you are at your core. When you're alone, truly alone, you have the opportunity to connect with your innermost thoughts and feelings. It's a chance to recharge, to find clarity, and to gain a deeper understanding of your own mind and heart. It's about being alone with your thoughts. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to get caught up in the noise. We often drown out our own inner voice with the constant chatter of the outside world. But when you take the time to sit quietly, to meditate, to journal, you create a space where your true self can emerge. It's in these moments of solitude that you can hear the whispers of your soul, the insights that get lost in the chaos of everyday life. Think about it. When was the last time you actually listened to that voice in your head? Not the one telling you to check your phone, but the one deep down, the one with the real stuff. The voice that speaks your truth, that knows your deepest desires and fears. It's easy to ignore that voice, to push it aside in favor of the more immediate demands of life. But when you take the time to listen, really listen, you can uncover a wealth of wisdom and insight. Not the one telling you to check your phone, but the one deep down, the one with the real stuff. The voice that knows your dreams, your passions, your true self. It's the voice that gets drowned out by the constant noise of modern life. But when you turn off the distractions, when you allow yourself to be alone with your thoughts, you can hear it clearly, and what it has to say can be truly transformative. This is about turning off the noise and tuning into that voice. It's about creating a space where you can connect with yourself on a deeper level. It's about finding the courage to face your own thoughts and feelings, to sit with them, to understand them. It's about embracing the power of solitude and using it as a tool for personal growth and self-discovery. It's about getting to know yourself again, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's about peeling back the layers and discovering who you really are. It's about facing your fears, your insecurities, your doubts, and finding the strength to overcome them. It's about celebrating your strengths, your achievements, your unique qualities. It's about building a relationship with yourself that is based on honesty, acceptance, and love. Because once you know yourself, really know yourself, that's when you can start to build something real. That's when you can create a life that is true to who you are, a life that is fulfilling and meaningful. So take the time to be alone, embrace the silence, listen to your inner voice, and discover the power of solitude.
Discipline. It's a word that gets thrown around a lot, right? Sounds restrictive, boring even. When you hear the word discipline, what comes to mind? For many, it's a sense of rigidity, a lack of freedom, a life filled with rules and restrictions. But what if I told you that discipline is actually the key to unlocking your true potential? But here's the secret. Discipline isn't about restriction. It's about freedom. Think about it. When you have discipline, you have control over your life. You make conscious choices that align with your goals and values. It's not about saying no to everything. It's about saying yes to the things that truly matter. The most disciplined people you know, the athletes, the artists, the entrepreneurs, they're not bound by rules, they're liberated by them. They have a clear vision of what they want to achieve, and they use discipline as a tool to get there. They understand that every small, consistent action adds up to significant results over time. They've mastered the ability to say no to the distractions, to the easy way out, so they can say yes to their goals, to their passions. It's not always easy. It requires effort, commitment, and sometimes sacrifice. But the rewards are immense. They experience a sense of accomplishment, fulfillment, and joy that comes from knowing they are living their best lives. This chapter is about finding that discipline, that fire within. It's about recognizing that you have the power to shape your destiny. You have the ability to create the life you want, one disciplined step at a time. It's about tapping into your inner strength and using it to fuel your journey. It's about building the habits, the routines that will set you free, habits that align with your goals and values, routines that create a structure for success. It's about making small, consistent changes that lead to big transformations. So embrace discipline. See it not as a burden, but as a pathway to freedom. Because when you master discipline, you master your life.
We live in a world of constant noise, right? Phones buzzing, notifications popping up. It's relentless. Meditation. It's not about sitting cross-legged on a mountaintop. It's about finding moments of stillness in the chaos. It's about closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, and just being. No phone, no distractions, just you and your breath. It sounds simple, almost too simple. But trust me, this stuff is powerful. It's about quieting the noise, the anxiety, the self-doubt, so you can hear your own voice again.
Chapter 4. Level Up. Skills for a New You. Remember that feeling when you were a kid and you learned something new? Riding a bike, tying your shoes, or even learning to read for the first time. Those moments were filled with excitement and a sense of accomplishment. It felt like the world opened up, didn't it? Each new skill was a gateway to new adventures and possibilities. You felt invincible, like you could conquer anything. But as we grow older, we often lose that sense of wonder and excitement. We get bogged down by responsibilities, work, and the daily grind. We get stuck in our routines, our comfort zones. We stop challenging ourselves and settle for the familiar. It's easy to fall into a pattern where every day feels the same. This chapter, it's about rediscovering that feeling. It's about reigniting that spark of curiosity and excitement. It's about pushing yourself to learn something new, something that makes you feel alive again. It's about pushing yourself to learn something new, something that challenges you and takes you out of your comfort zone. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, taking a class, or learning a new skill, the goal is to keep growing and evolving. It could be anything: playing an instrument, speaking a new language, coding, or even something as simple as cooking a new recipe. The point is to do something that scares you a little, something that makes you feel a bit uncomfortable. The point is to challenge yourself, to push your boundaries and see what you're capable of. It's about proving to yourself that you can still learn and grow, no matter your age or circumstances, to step outside your comfort zone and grow, because growth happens when we challenge ourselves, when we take risks, and try new things. So, take that first step, embrace the discomfort, and watch as the world opens up to you once again.
Chapter 5. Nature's Recharge. We were meant to be outside, connected to something bigger than ourselves, but we spend so much time indoors glued to screens. This chapter, it's about unplugging, about getting back to nature. Go for a hike, sit by the ocean, just breathe in the fresh air. Let nature do its thing. Let it clear your head, recharge your batteries. You'll be amazed at what a little fresh air can do for your soul.
Chapter 6. The power of looking back to move forward. We've come a long way, haven't we? 30 days of pushing boundaries, of self-discovery. But it's not enough to just go through the motions. This chapter, it's about reflection, about taking the time to process everything you've learned, everything you've experienced. Journal, meditate, talk to someone. The point is to make sense of it all, to integrate it into who you are. Because that's how you grow, that's how you transform. This isn't the end, it's just the beginning. Outro the new you, so there you have it. 30 days. 30 days to push yourself, to break free from the routine, to become the most interesting person in the room. And you know what? It wasn't about disappearing at all, was it? It was about reappearing. Reappearing as a stronger, more confident, more interesting version of yourself. So get out there, keep pushing, keep exploring. The world's waiting.